You think you've played all the classics on PlayStation 1? Think again. We're diving deep into the shadows of the PS1 library. The games nobody told you about. The ones that were too weird, too broken, or just too ahead of their time to go mainstream. Some of these are horror, some are just strange, but all of them, they're unforgettable in their own messy, haunting way. So if you love exploring the weird corners of retro gaming, hit that subscribe button to join the Retrolist HQ crew. And don't forget to check out our other channel, ContraBrosTeam, for retro RPG deep dives and forgotten classics. Let's jump in. The City of Lost Children is based on a super trippy French movie, and it shows. You play as a little girl wandering a creepy industrial city. The controls are stiff, but the art direction totally makes up for it. It's foggy, rusty, and full of weird dudes who mumble strange things. You're trying to find kidnapped kids while avoiding shady adults and giant machines. Every corner feels like it's hiding a story you're not ready for. It's not fun in the usual way. It's just hypnotic. Play it if you love strange, atmospheric games with a European art house vibe. Imagine taking the turn-based battles of Final Fantasy and slapping them into a haunted monastery full of corpses, demons, and a whole lot of trauma. That's Koudelka. You play a cynical psychic woman who hears voices and sees ghosts. So obviously she ends up spending the night in a cursed religious ruin. The story is dark, but not in a gross-out way. More in a tragic, emotional, humans suck sometimes kind of way. The game's rough around the edges, but it has this incredible atmosphere and some genuinely solid character writing. The soundtrack is legit one of the best on PS1. Play it if you're into gothic horror, emotional RPGs, or just want something totally different.
That's when I feel good about living. I don't need to be loved.
Alright, picture this. You survive a subway train crash in Tokyo, but then something horrifying crawls out of the wreckage, and it never stops hunting you. That's Hellnight. You don't have weapons, you don't have a map, and you're stuck in an underground maze while this monster mutates and evolves with each encounter. You pick up allies along the way, but they can die permanently. It's all about evasion, panic, and hearing something just around the corner. The sound design is super minimal, which makes every footstep louder in your mind. Play this if you're into raw survival horror without the comfort of guns or power-ups. Sentient might be the weirdest game on this list, and that's saying something. You wake up on a space station where the crew is freaking out about a spreading disease, and your only weapon is dialogue. Seriously. Everything you say can change the course of the story. Characters lie, panic, revolt, or help depending on your choices. There's no real combat. It's just you trying to figure out who to trust while everything falls apart. It's totally broken in places, but the ambition is off the charts. It feels like a playable sci-fi stage play. Play this if you love old-school PC-style adventure games and aren't afraid of weird controls. Before FromSoftware made you cry in Dark Souls, they made a ghost story called Hellnight. You're on a creepy, abandoned ship trying to help lost souls move on. No combat, No monsters chasing you. Just flickering lights, moody silence, and the occasional heart attack moment. You explore, solve puzzles, and listen to tragic backstories from ghosts who don't even realize they're dead. There's also time travel, because why not? It's slow, subtle, and totally one of a kind. And yeah, it's from the actual creators of Elden Ring. Play it if you like emotional horror, mystery, and a chill ghost story with serious feels. Still here? You're clearly into the obscure side of PlayStation history. Smash that subscribe button to uncover even more forgotten gems. And don't miss our sister channel, ContraBrosTeam, where we go deep into the best retro RPGs and cult games you've probably never heard of. This game throws you into a world where kids have psychic powers, and the government wants to control them. You play as Ryan, a teenager who escapes a brutal lab and starts frying enemies with his mind. But here's the twist. Your powers only work if you take experimental drugs, and if you take too much, you overload and die. The whole game feels like a cyberpunk meltdown, with creepy hospitals, aggressive techno music, and messed up science fiction themes. It's brutal, messy, and totally stuck in that edgy late 90s anime mindset. Play it if you love psychic powers, dark sci-fi, and games that feel like Akira meets Silent Hill. Overblood is super slow and super awkward, and kind of awesome for it. You wake up in a cryo chamber, trapped in a sterile lab with no memory. From there, it becomes part escape room, part sci-fi thriller, part what the heck is going on here? The pacing is weird, the animations are stiff, but it builds this strange, quiet tension that's honestly charming. There's even a tiny robot buddy that follows you around and helps with puzzles. It's not scary, but it is unsettling. Play it if you're into retro sci-fi mysteries and don't mind some classic PS1 jank.
Die, traitor.
D is one of those games that messes with your brain the more you think about it. Your dad goes on a hospital killing spree, and you're pulled into this warped dimension to find out why. You only get 2 real-time hours to finish, no saving, no pausing. It's like being trapped in a haunted museum where everything means something, but you won't understand what until it's too late. The twist at the end, it hits hard. This is horror without jump scares. Just tension, grief, and disturbing revelations. Play this if you like atmospheric horror and want to feel genuinely uncomfortable by the credits.
Why did you kidnap Charlotte? You don't need to know. I will settle this with you later.
Okay, this one's super niche. You play as a perfectly normal Japanese woman who just happens to be a bomb disposal expert. But not like you'd expect. The bombs are hidden in stuff like vending machines, cake, and bathroom mirrors, and you have to defuse them using weird logic-based puzzles. No story, no talking, just pure surreal challenge. The art style and music make it feel like a dream. Kind of charming, kind of tense. It's totally unique. Play it if you like brain teasers and offbeat games that make you say, "What did I just play?" Think of this as the PS1 version of Twin Peaks. A girl disappears in a snowy mountain town, and you've got 7 in-game days to figure out what happened. Everyone in town has their own schedule. If you're not in the right place at the right time, you miss stuff. The graphics are rough, and the translation is fan-made, but the atmosphere? Pure magic. It's part detective game, part life sim, part existential trip, and it was way ahead of its time. Play it if you want a flawed but fascinating open-world mystery that rewards patience. And there you have it, 10 dark, weird, and totally unforgettable PS1 games most people missed. Some are broken, some are brilliant, all of them worth discovering. Subscribe to RetroList HQ for more forgotten gems from the golden age of gaming. And if you're into RPGs, deep lore, and even weirder games, check out our sister channel ContraBrosTeam. Let us know in the comments, which one would you play first? Until next time, stay strange and keep digging.